Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is the review of the November daily draws and the November month ahead spread. We've got the November month ahead spread laid out here, and we'll just do a quick review of that, and then we'll talk about the daily draws and how they play together, if at all, and we'll just do a quick review. So, what to leave behind? We had the Green Mother or the Empress. What to take forward? We have the Eight of Boons or Eight of Pentacles. The external focus was the Ace of Visions or Ace of Cups. And the inner focus was the Seven of Boons or Seven of Pentacles. And then the general energy of the month was the Two of Challenges or the Two of Swords. So, we did get a little bit, well, I certainly got a little bit, I was debating why we had the Empress in the leave behind position, and then the taking forward of the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Boons in this case. And it seemed a bit odd, and I couldn't quite, I knew it was something to do with perhaps leaving behind the theory of creativity, the conceptual phase, where she conceives the sense of what she wants to create, and the energy with which that she needs to nurture in order for it to come to fruition. And maybe we were to leave behind the conceptual phase and go down to the the nuts and bolts of actually doing the work. And I still think that getting down to the work, just doing what we need to do, the practicalities and everything, dedicating ourselves to that, doing what it takes, even sort of, putting in the time, putting in the effort, weaving things together, doing what we need to do. I did look at the guidebook, and for both of these, and it's right, my sinuses are playing up again. So if you hear a sniffle, that's just it. But we carry on, and the issue here was, to me, comfort and comfort zones. In the guidebook, for both of these cards, it was sort of mentioned. Here, that we have a very, very much comfortable, nurturing, loving thing. Now, it's not that we're going to leave that environment, but the child feels very safe and secure, and that's very natural. But sometimes we as grown individuals still crave some of that familiar security. We feel secure when it's what we know. We want that comfort. We all want a bit of comfort in our lives. Life can be tough, and we want those, that sense of comfort and security. But what this spread may have been saying was, you need to let go of that a bit and leave that behind a bit. That need for, that reliance on. Not that it's going to be absent, it has to be absent from our lives, but our dependency on that. Do the work, because the work that we need to do may have elements of going out of our comfort zones. It may be hard work. It may not be comfortable at times, but it's necessary for us to do what we need to do. And we all have to do things because it needs to be done, and we don't necessarily, we're not necessarily thrilled that we have to do it. If we had a choice, we'd rather not have to do it if it could be avoided, but we realize there are some things that can't be avoided, whether we find them attractive to do or not. And I think that's the mindset we needed to take forward. So I think that seemed to clarify and resolve the issue there, and to not passively be wanting to receive the comfort and security, but actively doing the things we needed to do. So then we had the external focus, was the Ace of Visions or Ace of Cups, which was about, to me, new beginnings in relationships and our emotional state, new connections, the start of some emotional or spiritual healing within us. But the external focus is perhaps more to do with outside of ourselves. So that's more about how we're viewing our relationships and seeing things perhaps in a different way, a new way, a beginning to relate differently to the things that we do, how we feel about it, and the people that we connect with. Maybe make some new connections, connect with new people. And that could be an element there. The inner focus was the Seven of Boons or the Seven of Pentacles, and that is about, to me, is timing. It's all about timing and waiting for the right time. And with the image, it was which door is open, is right for us to walk through now. Some of these doors we may not want to walk through, but are they unlocked for us first? Can we walk through them? Which door is ready to open for us? Some, it may be not the time. We may walk through some of these other doors later, but what's the one for now? What are we ready for at this time, and what needs to wait a bit longer in our own personal growth, and what and what practically needs to happen for us to be ready as well? Very practical, earthy kind of message from this card. It's what do we need to work on to make those other possibilities happen, but which ones are ready now that we can take advantage of, the doors we can walk through. And that's an evaluation of our, what we personally are ready for. And then, of course, the general energy of the month was the Two of Challenges or the Two of Cups. Two of Swords, not Two of Cups. We've had a lot of cups this month, as I will get into. And I love this. He stopped in his tracks, and he's seen with a mirror, and he's seen his reflection, and he can't go no further until he perhaps sees something in himself. This is about the inability to proceed until we've come to some kind of knowledge, understanding, weighing things up, some personal evaluation about how we think, and then we have to make a choice perhaps. And that this is where we're being confronted by our personal choices and our ability to choose and what we need to choose in order to be able to proceed. But until we deal with all those issues, we can't move forward, and that seems to be the energy of the month. So that was the month ahead spread, and I personally feel that the month played out pretty much along these lines. Certainly with these two cards, there are things that I just had to get on with and deal with, things that I don't naturally find easy or comfortable doing, but I had to go outside my comfort zone out of necessity. So I had to just get on with it. And that, I believe, is what these two cards were about, at least for me. So this card, I have had to rethink about my dealings with others, and in some cases where I've become disconnected from others for whatever reason, and maybe need to reconnect or make some new connections. This I'm still going through. What am I ready for? What door is the right one for me to walk through next? Those issues have been coming up this month. No definite answers, but it's certainly an issue. And yes, this has come into it. It ties in with this. And, what decisions am I going to make? And a bit of self reflection about my decision making and choices and what choices are available. To me, these two are connected. These two are connected. And at the center is the energy of making new connections. So that's how I see this month ahead spread and the energies. So that's my reflection, looking back, and now we go to, as usual. At this point, we will go through just the statistics. It's a very hard word to say as well. Of it very briefly. How many times did we get a sword card, a wands card? And I'm going to refer to them as swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. I know in this deck it's challenges, spells, visions, and boons. But we'll stick with the traditional attributions because to be consistent. So we had a sword card came out 4 times, a wands 5 times, a cup 10 times, pentacle 5 times, and a major card 6 times. So quite easily, the majority of the times we had a cups card, and that was definitely the feeling that I got. That there was a lot of cups. And this is at the center. The cup card. I know this is the general energy of the month, but it's in relation to this as well. And this is at the center of the spread. These two cards are together. These two cards are together, and in the center we have a cups card, the Ace of Cups, that we'll call it for argument's sake. So it's no surprise that the cup suit came out a lot. And it was all about our inner life and how that relates to our relationships and everything. So very much in line with what we got with the spread. And referring back to the spread, did any of the cards in this spread come out in the daily draws? And the answer is yes. 3 of them, 3 out of the 5. We add this card, which was obviously what we were taking forward. This came out once. This card, the Ace of Visions or Ace of Cups, which to me was the central sort of part of things, came out twice. And then this card, it's funny, the card either side of this came out once as well. So we had these 3 cards. So take that what you will, but interesting that, isn't it? So that's basically it. That's what came out. It seemed the readings seem to echo the message of the month ahead spread. So that's what it was, a 30-day month. So, yes, it was at times a challenge, difficulty getting, it was hard work sometimes getting through the month. But we watched it. So there we go. So I hope your month went okay, or was as okay as it could have done. No doubt we've all had challenges, but I hope we've met them and we've taken on board the lessons and the things that we needed to. As we move forward into in the month of December, so following this is going to be the month ahead spread for December. So until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.